Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's really getting a lot of attention, particularly in places like the USA. Personalized nutrition and gut health.
Yeah, it's a big one. The core idea, really, from what we've seen in the source material, is tailoring your diet.
Right, specifically to you, your body type, your genes.
Exactly. And crucially, your gut microbiome,
Mm.
all aiming for, well, better health outcomes.
So we've got this stack of sources here, and our mission for this deep dive is really to unpack the benefits they talk about,
Sure, the potential upsides.
navigate the risks they flag, which seem important,
Definitely.
and understand the actual management strategies they discuss, sort of getting personal with your plate to boost health, maybe tackle things like digestive issues.
And what's fascinating is how the material shows this moving way beyond that old one-size-fits-all advice.
Yeah.
It really highlights several potential benefits. For one, it suggests personalized nutrition could lead to, genuinely better overall health.
Because we're all so different nutritionally.
Precisely. And this could mean support for weight loss, maybe boosting energy, even helping manage chronic diseases, perhaps.
Right. It sounds like it's about getting to a more fundamental understanding for you. And a big piece of that seems tied to the gut, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
What do the sources say specifically about improving digestion itself?
Well, that's a major benefit discussed, the potential for real improvement in the digestive system. The material suggests targeting your diet can actually reduce common problems.
Like gas, bloating.
Exactly. Gas, bloating, constipation. And linking this to the bigger picture, a thriving gut microbiome seems strongly connected to a stronger immune system.
Which could mean fewer infections,
Yeah.
allergies.
Potentially, yeah. Fewer infections and allergies. That's a huge potential upside mentioned.
That is huge. Did the reading also surprise you with the link it made to mental health? Because that stood out to me.
It did. And that's another important area the sources cover, this gut-brain connection.
Yeah.
They indicate that nurturing good gut health might positively impact mood, maybe offering support for managing anxiety, stress, even depression.
Wow.
And what's really compelling is the idea that this can lead to truly customized solutions, often using specific tests,
Like DNA tests or...
Yeah, DNA analysis or gut microbiome analysis to really guide your food choices, your supplement choices, really unique to you.
Customized solutions sound amazing, but the information also points out it's not all smooth sailing, right? What are the big potential downsides flagged?
That's right.
Yeah.
The material definitely highlights some crucial points. First off, cost is often mentioned. Getting those tests, DNA, gut microbiome,
Yeah.
they can be expensive. So that potentially makes it less accessible for some people.
Okay, that makes sense.
And there's also the fact that, well, the research is still ongoing.
Very much so.
We don't fully understand the exact role of every single gut bacteria yet.
Right.
So some recommendations might still be a bit speculative.
So still learning about that complex ecosystem down there. What about like the technology side, the apps and data?
Yeah, the sources caution against relying too heavily on test reports and apps.
Oh, interesting. Why?
Well, while they give you data, always depending on them might, kind of paradoxically, decrease your own self-awareness. How different foods actually make you feel.
Tuning out your own body's signals.
Kind of. And critically, there's a real risk of misinformation out there. The market has some, frankly, low-quality or even dodgy test kits and services.
Which could lead you down the wrong path.
Exactly. Incorrect or unhelpful diet suggestions. You've got to be careful.
That makes complete sense. Got to be discerning. So given these upsides and these challenges, how does the material suggest someone actually manages this? How do you pursue this personalized path effectively?
It lays out a pretty practical approach,
Yeah.
often starting with gut microbiome testing.
From specialized labs using a stool sample, typically.
Usually, yes, to see what bacteria are there, flag any imbalances or deficiencies. Then, based on that data and your individual needs, a nutritionist can help create really personalized diet plans.
Okay.
Could be emphasizing fiber-rich foods that feed the good bacteria,
Right.
incorporating fermented foods like yogurt or kimchi, maybe exploring specific diets like gluten-free or low FODMAP if there are sensitivities.
Okay, so test first, then build that tailored diet. What else fits into managing this?
Supplementation is definitely discussed in the sources, specifically strategic use of probiotics. Those are the beneficial bacteria like lactobacillus.
Bifidobacterium.
Yep. And prebiotics, the fiber types in things like onions, garlic, bananas that feed those good bugs.
Got it.
But importantly, the material really emphasizes it's not just diet and supplements. Lifestyle changes are seen as crucial.
Like what?
Things like managing stress, maybe meditation, yoga, making sure you get consistent, good quality sleep.
Like 7-8 hours, they often say.
Exactly. And regular physical activity, whether that's just a daily walk or something more intense.
So it's really presented as a whole picture more than just what's on your plate.
Precisely. And finally, the sources really stress avoiding things known to damage gut health.
Okay, what should you limit?
Things like too much added sugar, highly processed foods, unnecessary antibiotics, and alcohol are all flagged as really important to cut back on or eliminate for a healthier gut.
Wow. Okay. That gives a really comprehensive picture from the sources we looked at.
Mhm.
We've covered the pretty significant potential benefits, better overall health, digestion, immune function, mental well-being, and that promise of really customized solutions.
Yeah, the upside is compelling.
But we've also navigated the important risks, the cost, the fact that research is still evolving,
limits, yeah.
that potential pitfall of over-relying on tech, and the danger of bad information.
Crucial points to watch out for.
And importantly, we've outlined those key management strategies presented in the material testing, tailored diets, using probiotics and prebiotics smartly, and making those essential lifestyle changes.
It's a multifaceted approach they describe.
So this deep dive has offered you a look at what our source material presents as a potential path towards optimizing your health by focusing on personalized nutrition and your unique gut environment.
Yeah, a fascinating area.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener. Considering all this potential and also the challenges we've discussed, how much does the future of your health depend on understanding and tailoring your unique gut environment?